It's been one of those days, a day most of us probably will never forget. The artist formerly known as, actually, he reclaimed his name, Prince. Prince is dead at the age of 57. I'm sure most of you have heard the news by now. He was found unresponsive in an elevator in its compound in Minnesota, and paramedics rushed to the scene to try to, they performed CPR. They try to revive him, but to no, obviously they were not successful. And this was around 9 o'clock this morning, local time. And by 10 o'clock, local time, they pronounced him dead. So Prince, I kept trying to decide what genre of music to say he was in, but Prince really transcended almost every genre of music. I mean, he was one of the most talented musicians, like just raw musicianship. One of my favorite songs was Musicality, because he put musicality, he put music back into music, even when it left, like in the early 2000s. He came back with Musicality and really proved himself. I was gonna start the show off by singing Purple Rain, because if I play the actual music, then I'm sure I'll get a copyright infringement. But I decided that I won't play the actual music, nor will I sing the song, just out of respect for a masterpiece. But I'm really looking forward to hearing all of the musicians who do tributes, because one thing Prince was, he was a musician extraordinaire, and he inspired a lot of guys. One of the greatest guitar solos, in my opinion, ever, Purple Rain. And if you ever, I used to be a musician. All right. In a former life, I used to be in a past regeneration. I used to be a musician, and we played and, went around clubs, and, we played in clubs, and we listened to other bands play in clubs. And there was a band in in West Palm Beach, Florida, where I used to play, and their name was Gypsy Lane. Look them up. They have this guitarist who's about half my height, and I'm short as hell. But he played a solo of Purple Rain, and you would swear Prince was on stage. And I mean, everything from the guitar behind his head playing to using his teeth to pick the guitar, it was just an experience. And that's what Prince inspired over and over and over again, countless times. Countless musicians have been inspired by Prince. And it's going to be what's going on in 2016. Like, if you take a roll call of people who died in 2016, it's kind of scary. Natalie Cole, Phife Dawg, just to name two. But I mean, this morning alone, they were China, the pro wrestler China. She died. She wasn't a musician, but she was a well-known figure. She died today as well. Just a lot of musicians who died this year, and a lot of actors and stars who passed away this year. So it's been a really rough year, and it was just, I know it's a shock to all of you. So for the first few minutes of the show, I want to open the phone lines. If you were a fan of Prince, which I don't think that there should be anyone living, Noah, who is not a fan of Prince, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I think everyone has to have been touched by his music. So I want to open up the phone lines for everyone who wants to call in and just share what they're feeling, what they're thinking. What was your favorite Prince song? When was the first time you heard Prince? When was the last time you heard Prince? 857-600-0518. We have plenty of politics to talk about, a long list of political issues, hot topic issues, but I'm a musician, even though I don't play anymore. So give me a few minutes. Let's talk about Prince for a moment. 614, you're live on the air. What's your name, comment, and or question?